Alright, you lot. Let's kill a myth before it grows a YouTube beard. Everyone's screaming that SBMM is back in Black Ops 7, like it's some ghost that crawled out of patch notes and ruined your weekend. Nero's ranting, Blame Truth's flipping, even PrimePete crawled back out at YouTube grave to shout about it. But here's plot twist none of them want to hear. It's not SBMM. Let's tear this corpse open. Skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 7 is not back in where people are shrieking about. Standard playlist, sure, it's alive and well there, same as it ever was. But open playlist, one Treyarch promised to have minimal SBMM, chaotic one from beta, it's still doing exactly what they said it would. Now I know, trusting Activision is like asking a lawn shark for a cuddle, but in this rare, twisted timeline, they've actually delivered what they said. Open matchmaking is open. What you're feeling in algorithmic matchmaking squeezing your bollocks. Its consequences are a dying population where mostly cracked, caffeinated 3.5 KD psychos are left to play. All creators screaming, it's back, it's back! With all due respect, lads, you're looking at symptoms, not systems. Just cause it feels sweaty don't mean code changed. Environment did. Player pool thinned, casuals fled, and you're now being dropped into war zones with survivors. Open playlist didn't turn into SBMM overnight, it just turned into Thunderdome, cause only ones left are people too stubborn or too mad to quit. Let's talk numbers. Sales charts. Black Ops 7's launch in UK, down 61% compared to last year's Black Ops 6. Japan, a brutal 54% drop on PS5. Steam, engagements crashed harder than a streamer's crypto wallet, 68% down from last cycle. That's not a slump, that's a full-blown evacuation. What does that mean? It means your lobbies aren't sweaty cause SBMM's back. They're sweaty cause entire damn casual crowd packed the bags and legged it. And what's left? Day one grinders, aimbotted degenerates, and sweaty freaks who treat COD like it's a religious ritual. And don't forget, COD HQ ain't just tracking Black Ops 7. It's lumping in Warzone, Black Ops 6, and that's cross-gen. Add to that playlist split between standard and open, and you got a matchmaking pool thinner than a free-to-play game's roadmap. It's matchmaking cannibalism. You're fainting sweats cause normal players quit. You're getting higher ping cause systems scrambling to find anyone in your range who aren't already uninstalled. Chaos isn't artificial, it's demographic. And nobody's talking about it cause it's easier to scream SBMM than admit you're stuck in a skeleton crew shooter with broken expectations. And here's where it gets bloody poetic. See, when population nosedives and only people left are built like demon children with cracked paddles and 6 years of trauma fueling every snapshot, it don't matter what matchmaking system tries to do, every match will feel sweaty, cause Laston's playing at psychos who thrive in it. It's not a conspiracy, it's not secret patch notes, it's just attrition, natural selection with kill cams. Week left, average walked, now you're in the lobby with 5x CWL rejects and some bloke running around with a broken hitbox cause he's on 200 ping in a Brazilian server. Streamers crying about lobbies are queuing up in standard playlists, 2-boxing and reverse boosting like it's a side hustle. Meanwhile, restorers in Open are watching our sanity melt as every death cam shows a player bunny hopping like they're allergic touching ground. So when people say Open playlist is sweaty now, it must be SBMM, I say no. This is what an honest, open, low population COD looks like. No algorithm needed. But here's something they're actually changing. And admitted to. Treyarch's turning aim assist back up. Yeah, after finally nerfing thing to a level where thumbstick warriors had to aim again, they've bottled it. They're bringing it back. Now before you smash your monitor, let's be clear, it's not confirmed they're reverting it all the way to MWT cheese mode. But they are boosting it. And that, my friends, is clearest sign yet that Treyarch knows exactly who's left playing this game. Cause if lobbies are now full of cracked sweats and high ping ghosts, aim assist becomes crutch at desperate. And here's where it gets spicy. I'm disabled old gamer, and I turn it off. So if I can run around without sticky snap helping glue, and these so-called elite controller gods need it turned back on just to survive, I've got some bad news. It's not game, it's you. Let's call it what it is. A quiet panic patch. The scene complaints. Player drop. Skill ceiling breaking ribs, and they're scrambling to make it less brutal. But all they're doing is proving my point. Lobbies are this sweaty by default, because that's who's left. Let's face it, nobody trusts Activision. They've earned that distrust with shovel and buried it 10 feet deep. From loot boxes to fake trailers to gaslighting entire player base about SBMM for years, they've turned lying into a seasonal event. So now when they finally do deliver something we asked for, open matchmaking with minimal SBMM, we don't believe it. We can't believe it. Every sweaty match feels like betrayal. Every cracked player feels like evidence or a conspiracy. But here's the thing, this time, they told truth. Open playlists as advertised. It's just empty. But it's kicker. They will backpedal. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week. But when numbers keep dropping and execs start sweating harder than lobbies, they'll fold. They'll crank SBMM back into open. They'll juice aim assist even more. They'll reintroduce every sweaty, manipulative engagement maximising mechanic we begged them to drop. And no one will notice, because ones who wanted change won't be there to see it. They're already gone. Ones left? They're too busy sweating in silence, blaming matchmaking for a ghost that ain't even in room anymore. So yeah, this is just final phase at franchise bleeding out while everyone blames Ghost at past patches. Open matchmaking's working, but no one's around to enjoy it. Aim assist creeping back like a guilty ex. Everyone's pointing fingers at COD instead of looking at Creator where Playerbase used to be. Like, subscribe and all that bollocks. Drop your comments and questions below. And if you're still shouting SBMM's back after this, you might want to check if it's actually just your skill that's gone missing. And I'll see you next time, you magnificent.